I am happy, you are happy, let us be happy together, whether the weather is cloudy or sunny. I will always be your funny honey bunny. I am lucky, you are lucky, let us get lucky together, whether the weather is cloudy or breezy. I'll be there to say, hey, come on, let's take it easy. 'Cause isn't it nice to have the friends that you do? And isn't it nice that the sky is so blue? And isn't it nice to say I love you, chugga chugga choo choo, woo woo. I am smiling, you are smiling, let us smile together, whether the weather is cloudy or stormy. I will still be there in the morning, I'll be right by your side in the morning. I'll make you breakfast in the morning, I hope that you like cereal.
Yay!
Yay!
All right, so there's I try to do. We'll have a couple more questions on the end of the show with Philip Ittner, from the chat at infotainmentwars.com or at twitch.tv/HalSparks or on the Facebook page, wherever you would like to gather, or even I guess you could tweet Johnny Million, but I don't know if he can farm that far. We'll see. But in the process, there are a couple of good news things besides Trump being indicted this week, and by his own kind of, I don't know if I'd call it an admission, more of a freak out. It seems like he and his lawyer are negotiating his surrender to be arrested, to face the indictment on Tuesday, and that they set the date. And so he's wigging out about the embarrassment that's going to come. And it's about Stormy Daniels, which is the most awkward interpersonal around the house case to have hit first, on top of, it's a hard one to complain about to the wife. Campaign finance, she probably thinks you've been railroaded, but when it's Stormy Daniels, she doesn't want to talk about it. And the same thing is true of the evangelical support he was counting on to help bolster him going forward. He also called for violence, technically speaking, so it could affect what the judge says as far as how much his bail is going to be, because he'll be able to get out. He'll be able to get bail
immediately.
But it might be an enormous amount just because of his calls to violence. They're going to raise his bail to a large, and he'll complain about it because he's not really a billionaire. In a related story, remember Josh Duggar, the guy from 19 Kids
winner.
and Counting? Yeah, he was caught with, of course, child porn on his computer and blah, 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 and he's an awful, awful, awful person, went to jail. He's had more time added to his sentence because he had a hidden cell phone. He had an unauthorized cell phone in his cell. They found it, and apparently, if I read the oops, did we lose Phil again, and then he'll come back? Is that what happened? Wouldn't you know it? We'll see. He should be back in a second. If there's an issue, I'll bring him back in. But Josh Duggar has had months added because apparently he used that phone to access through a website his home computer, view files on it that were encrypted, read the same stuff that he got busted for, and then destroy it. Like, he watched it, he downloaded it, watched it, and then destroyed it. He literally, so they added, I guess, almost a year to his sentence. And by the way, I would like to remind everyone that Josh Duggar is not a drag queen. And Josh Duggar is a heterosexual. And Josh Duggar is prided himself with surrounding himself with children of his own and others.
Vocally Christian.
Hanging out in the Quiverful community with people that have lots and lots of children's, because it's hard to keep track of them. After the 8th one, I think, 8 is enough. That's what they were talking about. Once you get to 9 and 10, you're like, where's Jimmy? Do we have a Jimmy? I forget. If you're hanging around with crowds like that, and they're automatically letting you just kind of have sleepovers at the house because you got so many kids, and they've got so many kids, and you're a good Christian man, TM, not a real Christian, but a TM Christian, with a little copyright logo up at the corner.
Right.
That
What
crowd.
was the big reality show that he was on?
19 Kids and Counting.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. It was gross.
Some people in the chat don't know who he is, which is wonderful.
Yeah, it's been a bit, but he was part of that big breeding movement amongst the evangelicals, and they made a show about him. They made a reality show about how many kids. Oh my God, it was like Octomom double.
Right.
Plus, and and ultimately he got arrested for having child pornography and trading it with other people and engaging in the exchange of it with people just like him, with just that many kids and that kind of stuff. It's a whole group of awful.
I see social media accounts that will go through they find all of the sex crimes against children that happened during the week, and they'll say none of them were drag queens, but 4 of them were in
Youth
the
pastors.
clergy.
Right.
2 of them were teachers, and
Yeah.
it's never drag queens.
Like, I mean, remember at the height of it, To Catch a Predator, when that was on, and like it just would make your skin crawl watching these guys like show up and lurk, and I don't know if I want to go in, and okay, I'll circle the block a couple of times, and then there's Chris
think it's
Hansen.
only off the air because he caught a fish that was too big.
What do you mean? He got somebody that was too famous?
Yeah, someone too important.
Oh wow. I wonder who that was.
Yeah, I'd have to Google it again. I went down a rabbit hole once. It was someone in government.
Wow. See, I would think that would be more of a reason why you would want a show like that on the air.
I know.
Oh, Phillips. I think Phillips back. We'll see. Let me grab his link and pop him back in. There he is.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah, excellent. See, it is a happy ending after all, Johnny Million.
There you go.
You were all doom saying, and now we'll show you. Okay.
I guess my happy end up.
Oh, he went out again. Oh, we lost him again. Yep, there he goes. Oh, I was so close. You were right, Johnny Million. I was wrong to criticize you.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So well, again, he's in Ukraine. The fact that we're able to even get him on consistently is a miracle in and of itself, considering what is going on over there. So there's a ton of movement. Oh, here he comes again. We'll see if I got it again. I have to put the link in and start from scratch each time. He's there. We'll see. 1 second. Johnny Million, don't laugh. It's we got 4 minutes left, and it's magic, that 4 minutes, if it happens. There he is. Hey. So
all right. Well, my quick happy ending is I just during the hour we've been speaking, it looks like my vlog's been uploaded. So when you're done with this, go check out. There you go. Go check out my YouTube channel. It's my vlog from out on the front lines in Bakhmut. Just kind of my take on what's going on in Donbass and Bakhmut. Anyhow,
so you've been uploading a giant video file during the show. I can't imagine why there may have been lag issues.
on a completely different network. On a completely different network.
And you got a whole lot of networks there in Ukraine.
I was using
I've got 3.
Light. Right, yeah. So there again, there are this is going to be a very news-heavy week coming up in terms of Trump's indictment and the like. The Russians will no doubt hide behind it to some degree. The ICC story will fade because they can't get him until he tries to leave the country or tries to go someplace and transitions over some country, and they're like, sorry, you got to divert your plane and land, which would be a fantastic and amazing thing if it ever happened. And they will take great care to make sure that it does not. Like Vladimir Putin, literally, he can go to certain countries, but now he's going to have to avoid the airspace of a lot of other countries. It's that in and of itself. Will it turn out? Will they get him? No. Will it make his life painful and very complicated on a level that irritates him nonstop? Yes. And so.
And it'll be debilitating. It'll be debilitating for Russia on the global stage. He won't be able to attend summits. He won't be able to go to
G20,
all these. He won't go to G20. He won't go to Davos. He won't go to any of that. And not only will he not go to that, but his teams will be hampered. They'll have one arm tied behind their back because while all the other nation states will have their world leaders there, Putin will never ever again go to one of those things. So there will be no unilaterals on the sidelines of whatever the Berlin Security Conference. That ain't going to happen.
Right.
So.
Yeah,
it will not change anything, but it will be a humiliation, and it will hamper their foreign policy.
Right. So yes, absolutely. By the way, we're out of time on the show or whatever, and we finally got you back. I'm glad you got to do your happy ending. Our other happy ending is new Convoy album out from Johnny Million. Go to convoyswamprock.com. It's out today. Show tonight there, and then lots coming up next weekend. I'm at Flappers, so all our patrons get a comedy show Saturday night, and then the following Tuesday, the Ultimate Jam Night. Big guests and an animal charity that we're supporting. It's going to be a great time. Eventually, we'll get Philip and Johnny in the same town, and we'll all sing Sweet Caroline or something. Anyways,
and I've got my vlog just coming out. Go check it out and spread it.
That's right, absolutely.
Thanks everyone.
Thanks so much,
Chicago.
guys.
Thank you, Hal.
Cheers.
That's
right,
what I say.
Chicago.
Check it out and spread it.
That's right. What? You what now?
Dirty.
That's what I say.
Oh,
all
dirty
the time.
That's swampy. It's
Child.
swampy.
I work with children.